Sarah and Vinny.
On Alice at 97.3.
Norm Macdonald.
Nothing, man.
Hobbs all weekend long. Hello, Norm.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man.
It's good to see you again.
I only slept 1 hour last
You sat
night.
down a little daintily, too. Did you work out and
No, I only,
wrench your back?
I only slept an hour.
Mm-hmm. Why? What were you doing all night?
I had insomnia.
Oh. So it wasn't even like you were having fun up all night?
No, I just ate all the stuff from my minibar.
And stayed up all night in your hotel.
Yeah, I ate a big jar of cashews that you have to like open in a very odd way. It's about a half a pound of cashews in my belly right now.
Well,
that's dumb.
Why do they put good stuff in those mini bars?
Well, why don't you not eat the stuff that's there?
Because I had 6 hours where I couldn't sleep.
So you got
try lying down and closing your eyes, and turn the lights off.
Yeah, I did
I find
that.
Actually helps.
I did that. But also the guy, like, I couldn't get a wake up call, so I was kind of freaked out because the front desk guy, who was English was not his first language.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you staying? You know you're a star, right?
You can't say where he's staying because I'm sure he's there all
okay,
weekend.
that's right. I mean, but seriously, really?
You know all the girls will descend on him.
There was a suite. I'm in a suite, but my phone only rings in the suite part, not the one beside my bed.
Oh.
So I was freaked out about the wake up call. So I said to the guy, I said, I got to get a wake-up call, but I want it to be in my bedroom, not in the other room where I can't hear it. And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, you'll wake up." So I said, "Well, what does that mean? What?" He goes, "You'll wake up. Well, don't worry about that." So I said, "Why will I wake up? That doesn't make sense." He goes, "You'll wake up." He was
And would you have?
a shaman or something. What?
Would you have woken up?
No, how would he know if I would have woken up by myself? But then I said, well I'm not going to wake up. That's why I need a wake-up call. He goes, well, yes, we will wake you up. So I said, well, how will you wake me up? Because I can't hear the phone. He goes, we will wake you up. Don't worry about it. I guarantee you we will wake you up. So then I said, well, I want to know how you'll wake me up. Now you're freaking me out.
Is there going to be like a troupe of belly dancers that are going to come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and...
But his waking up, it was just a guy pounding on my door this morning.
Oh.
After my 48 minutes of sleep.
But they actually had a guy pound on your door.
Yeah. So
that's a weird hotel, because normally it's that, here's the, Mr. Macdonald, it's time to get up, or whatever, Well, a
lot of wake-up calls now are, it's not a human being.
Or it's nobody. It's just that the jangly ringing hotel phone rings, and you pick it up, and there's no one there, and you're like,
That's frightening to me.
It is.
Phones are frightening to me.
Why is that, Norm Macdonald?
Well, you know how
You're not actually frightened by phones. I know that.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yeah, you're not frightened by a phone?
I don't
like the sound
phones.
of a phone? Let's say someone phones you, prank calls you. Did you ever have
People
that?
don't do that anymore, though. There's
not prank calls.
Caller ID.
But I'm saying, just your phone rings.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and answer it, and it's nobody, and you hang up. And then later the phone rings again. It's jarring. It's even in horror movies. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Well, let's say you know how you have a cell phone and it's the theme from the Beverly Hillbillies or whatever you want to put on it.
Right.
It's just like da 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 da, and you answer it, and that actually reminds me of my friend who has a very bad, depressing life, but his cell phone, right? The theme on it is the theme from Benny Hill. So it's like da 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 da.
And you're picturing little naked guys running around and
it's a fun sound.
The guy getting the slap on the back of the head.
But his life is really sad and depressing.
Well, he's trying to cheer himself up. I mean, he goes for Benny Hill.
No, but he'll go because his wife has pancreatic cancer.
Oh. Jesus, that stuff is rampant these days.
Yeah, no, everybody's getting it. Since Patrick Swayze, it's the big thing.
Right.
So
last year testicular cancer, this year pancreatic.
Yeah. So he'll go and his son won't talk to him, and he'll go oh God. I know that harpy's gonna phone and start telling me about her chemotherapy. I hope she doesn't phone, I'm so depressed. Wait
a minute. You're talking about him talking about his wife, the harpy?
Yeah, his wife, the harpy.
Who says harpy these days? How old is this guy that you're friends with?
He's 68 years young.
Oh.
But she is a harpy. All she'll talk about is her or pancreatic cancer.
Well, you have pancreatic cancer. See how many other subjects come to mind for you.
You know what I
guy
think?
He's married.
Wow,
You know,
nice sympathy.
You know, it's an interesting thing.
What's
A
that?
person dies now because Patrick Swayze was on the other hand. All of a sudden, they're courageous.
Because they're battling and not just lying down for it.
Well, I'm not gonna. I'm
Well,
not
we
gonna
have to
be.
make them feel better about it. I mean, you got
But you
pancreatic
don't have to lie.
cancer.
I'm not gonna be courageous.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna just be going. Oh, please, don't take my grandson, not me. Oh. Don't take me. If there is such a thing as a devil, I'd be glad to make a deal with you. Because I don't want to die.
Well, nobody does, Norm.
Well, some people seem all right with it. I made this is actually serious. I made a living will because they told me I should.
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
Do you have people to give the stuff to? I mean,
But it's.
Do you have a harpy in your own life?
No.
Oh, really?
There's
No, a
harpy?
living will is not a will. A living will is what happens in case you become a vegetable.
Do not resuscitate or take my organs. Or
Right.
are you giving away your organs? Do you have a?
No, I'm saying this is kind of selfish, but I told them never to pull the plug, never to.
You did not.
What? I don't want to.
Didn't.
Yes, I did. That's what I have in my living will because I don't want to die. So unfortunately, because I had to discuss it with lawyers and everything. It's going to run my money all out, and then
You'll wake up from this death-defying illness.
That's what I'm hoping, that I'll wake up. But my money will run out, and so my child won't get any of my money or anything like that.
So you have a child.
Yeah, I have a child, but he won't be getting any of my money if I happen to go into a vegetative state because.
For a lengthy period.
Did they bring that up to you? Like, wow, this is really selfish of you, Norm. Maybe you should consider putting some money aside for the boy.
Well, no, I'm not allowed to because I have to deplete all my money before then. Before then, they'll pay for it themselves. The hospital,
Right?
They're forbidden not to keep you on life support.
Is that even after all your funds have run out, they can't
They
say,
can't kill
well,
you.
he can't pay for it anymore?
Because I know what happens because I've seen it so many times. Like you're the vegetable, and then they go, hey, they go get your relatives around, and they go, what do you guys think? And then your relatives go, I think Norm said he wanted to die. I think he said he wouldn't want to be a burden and all this stuff. They just lie.
And so you're putting it right in the well. I want to be a burden.
Well, listen, I'm the vegetable. If being a burden is my mother not going to her bridge game a couple